Ooh, 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 ooh. Why should I worry? Why should I care? I may not have a dime, but I got 3 days to spare. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hi, and welcome to my continuation of my series of reviewing all the Walt Disney anime movies in order of the release date from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs all the way up to the current present, 2021, 2022. So today, I'll be reviewing, for this Walt Disney anime movie, I'll be reviewing Oliver and Company. Okay? So, um, like all my Walt Disney anime movie review in this series, I'll tell you if I grew up with the movie, if I think the movie is overrated, underrated, do I like the movie, don't like the movie, have I seen the movie before I watched it before this video, um, all that, okay? So let me know in the comment section below before I get started, uh, what's your thoughts and opinion on Oliver and Company, okay? Do you think it's overrated, underrated, all that, okay? And let's get started. Oliver and Company was directed by George Brian Berner, starring Joy Lawrence, Billy Joe, Natalie Joy, Cheap Martin, Betty Miller, Rocco Lee Brown, Sherry Lee Ralph. Release date November 18, 1988. Running time 74 minutes. Budget 31 million. Box office 121 million. Okay. This is the 27th Walt Disney anime movie. It was released on home video in 2002 and 2009 on DVD. The film was released on Blu-ray in 2013 for its 25th anniversary. Okay? Uh, so, and then Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 50%. The audience gave it a 62%. Okay? Now, let me see here. Okay. Now, um, first off, I grew up with Oliver and Company in my childhood. So this is my VHS tape of Oliver and Company, and today was the first time I watched Oliver and Company since my childhood. So I haven't watched it since I was a little kid. So I refreshed my memory. I remember I remember liking the movie quite a bit when I was a little kid. Okay. Um, okay. Um, so I remember that going back and watching it today, I would like it because I like it when I was a little kid. And but that's not all the case. Because there's some movie that when I grew up and I liked when I was a kid, and then today I go back and watch that I liked when I was a kid, and I go back and watch today, I don't. Okay, but I can honestly say Oliver and Company. I liked when I was a kid, grew up with it, did my VHS tape of it when I was a kid, and um, I can honestly say I still like the movie. Okay, nowhere else to put it. Um, but since I'm older, I know that the movie had problems, and I see what other people say about the movie, critics, and fan, and um, but in my opinion, I think the movie is very underrated. This is not one that people talk about because people always talk about the most popular one, like um, people talk about The Lion King, Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Dumbo, 101 Dalmatians, The Jungle Book, but Oliver and Company. I don't think it should dub at 50. I think it should at least at 70 or higher. Cause it's a very good, entertaining movie. Um, so I'm gonna try to break it down, what people are thinking about it, what's wrong with it, and I'm gonna tell you uh, what I think is wrong with it. Okay. Um, some people say that what's wrong with it. I heard from reading from critics and fans that they say that it's like a comedy. Um, okay, that's the main thing I heard about it. And then another one might say Billy Joel. Okay, I had no problem with the Billy Joel performance. Um, and I had no problem with the comedy. I don't think this is not a Walt Disney anime movie that make me laugh out loud a lot. Okay, it did a few times, and um, Chief Martin character Tito, and that's him right here. If you take him out of the movie wouldn't be that funny. Okay, um, so I like the comedy with the singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Why should I worry? You know, they're singing and they jumping on top of a car in New York City. I like that. Probably my favorite part of the movie when they're singing. Um, I wish we got more of that. Um, um, now, uh, so um, the problem is it don't have the two problem with this movie, and I hurt the movie for me, and maybe the critics and fans might like the movie more. Um, um, I still like this movie. I believe without a doubt it's an underrated movie, and I like it a lot more than a lot of the anime movie, cartoon movie, whatever you call them, that I go see nowadays in theaters today. I prefer Oliver Company over those. Okay, um, but the two problems I have with this movie is one, plot is not straightforward. Just, just, just focus on one part of the movie and make it that's the main plot of the whole movie. Okay, and then we'll talk about that in just a second. And uh, um, and then the other part is the villain, where where the dog and the master had to pay off the guy money. Okay, um, bargain or whatever name is the guy right here. He wasn't a good villain. He was weak. You know, in a Walt Disney anime movie, you want a villain that you're terrified and that you're afraid of, and you want them to go down. Like in the movie, he telling them like, I give you 3 days. I'm like, a real good villain would like pull a gun. I'm like, nah, weak villain. You know, if he were terrified, he would pull a gun and maybe shot one of the dogs or something. You might say, well, it's a Walt Disney anime movie. they're not gonna do anything like that. I'm like, look at Bambi. Bambi mother got shot. Look at the mouth detector. Um, you saw the cat eat some in the mouth. Okay. Yeah. So some of these Walt Disney anime movies can get dark with the villain. Okay. And I thought he wasn't that good of a villain. Weak. Um, and then you had so this movie. The problem with this movie, it's not a bad movie. It's entertaining from beginning to end, and I still like it. I think it's underrated and still a watchable movie. And I like the music in it when they're singing and dancing. And I like Tito. He's funny, but he's not super funny. I laughed a couple times. My woman. Come on, get him, pin him down. When they're watching wrestling, but the problem with it is it had quite a few subplots. Like one subplot for like 10-15 minutes is he's trying to be friends with Dodger, and then another subplot is they're trying to um, uh, rescue Milo, and then it goes from one thing to another, and then Milo is is at home with the little girl. He being transferred to another home, another family. I'm like, too many subplot, too many subplot. Um, it would have been a better movie. I think everybody in general would like the movie better if it were about the dog, Milo, and the bad guy. Okay, and they were had to like fight off the bad guy. Okay, um, hey, um, for me, Uh, the reason I like it is because I like Tito and his jokes. I didn't mind that, and I definitely like when they singing and jumping on the cars in New York. I thought that's my favorite part because I liked it. Some of the best songs, music in Walt Disney anime movie, very underrated. Uh, so uh, this movie reminds me of Iron Man 2 with so many subplots. Okay. Oh, 1 minute they're trying to get the hot dog. In another minute, Milo trying to be friends with the Dodger. In another minute, uh, they're trying to get the wire out of the car. In another minute, Milo is taken to another home. In another minute, they're trying to rescue him. I'm like, focus on one plot and let that be the plot for the whole hour of the movie. Okay. Um, that's just my opinion. Okay. Um, if you think the movie had one whole plot of the movie, you let me know what the whole plot is. 'Cause I think the movie had like a lot of subplot, and I think the villain was weak. Uh, but so uh, yeah, and then Milo come into the new home, and then there's a dog there that gets jealous, and who bowl you're eating now of. Then that's another subplot. I'm like, no, go back and focus on the dog and and the master and the guy that trying to pay off his debt to the bad guy, and let that be the plot of the whole movie. Cause I'm more interesting about that part of the movie than Milo going to the home with the little girl. I don't care about that. I don't care about the guy trying to telling the guy going 3 days. Yeah, that is more interesting. Cause when you watch the Walt Disney anime movie, you want to know about the good guy versus the bad guy. I don't. Yeah. I don't care about the dog. Tell him Milo. And trying and don't and jealous of him, and then the girl going, Milo, I'm back. I'm home. No. That's another subplot. Okay, but I still think this movie is underrated, and I still highly recommend it. I still love it and like it, but um, but uh, since I'm older now, I recognize the movie has a lot of problems, a lot of flaws, and the problem is a weak villain and a lot of subplots. But I like the movie because Tito is funny and the singing. Why should I worry? Why should I care? With that being said, I'll give Oliver and Company a B. Okay? So if you're a Billy Joel fan, you like his music and stuff, check this out. I'm a Billy Joel fan, I liked it. And I didn't know that was Billy Joel at the time when I was like, what, 5 or 6. Um, so if they would fix all the subplot and focus on one part of the movie throughout the whole movie for a whole hour, then I might give it a higher grade. Okay, so I give it a B. And to me, if I were a Rotten Tomato or an audience score Rotten Tomato, I'd probably give it like at least a 70 or 75 or maybe an 80. Okay, I still say this is an underrated, entertaining movie. Okay, um, but let me know what your thoughts and opinions, and use my channel, hit the like button, guys. Thank you.